I found a resource that helps me bring some art into our homeschool. And it's something that I enjoy. It's something my 5th grade daughter enjoys. And today I want to share it with you. Draw and Write Through History does just that. You draw and you write as you're going through history. Now, today I wanted to show you the Draw and Write Through History, Invention, Exploration in the War in the 20th Century, and also Creation through Jonah. There are a number of these books. And so I did go on christianbook.com. It's the most inexpensive place I have been able to find these, and just print out the ones that they have so you can get an idea. There is the Draw and Write Through History, Creation through Jonah. Through book 3 is the Vikings, the Middle Ages, and the Renaissance. Then you have book 4, which is Pilgrims, Pirates, and Patriots. Then you have Greece and Rome. Also, you have Invention, Exploration in the War, which is the one that I have here. And then they also have a bundle where you can get volumes 1 through 6 or volumes 1 through 5. But individually, these do cost right at $8.64 on christianbook.com. So what is Draw and Write Through History? It's pretty much exactly what you think it's going to be. So this is the early 1900s. So you have Model T, Titanic, Antarctic exploration, World War I, 1920s and 30s, World War II, Ecuador mission, and then civil rights movement and race for space. I do want to note that this is from a Christian perspective. So in the book, in the beginning of the book, it does talk about that. So that is something to note. When you open it up, you can see this is the early 1900s. You have the Wright brothers invent the airplane, the Model T, and then the sinking of the Titanic. It gives you some very general information about whatever you're going to draw and write through. And then there are step-by-step instructions, which has been so beneficial for us, are these step-by-step instructions. It does not make art overwhelming for us, and that is a great thing. And then you have a couple of just fun facts, and you can color your picture at the end if you want to. And then they go on to the Titanic, and this is the same thing where you have these step-by-step instructions. You also have a fun fact, but the step-by-step instructions have been so valuable in us being able to draw these iconic pieces of American history. Now, it does help that my daughter loves history, but this is just so exciting for me that we have been able to incorporate art in our homeschool, and art that she is really enjoying. Now, there are also, at the end of each section, you have this copy work for cursive practice. And again, cursive is something that my daughter she doesn't enjoy doing. It's not something she likes. She knows how to make the letters. She knows how to read it. And basically, my goal is for a lot more of reinforcement. This book does not teach you how to make your cursive letters. It purely provides information for copy work, for reinforcing those letters. And so you can see that you have that. And then here we go into Antarctic exploration. And again, it's step-by-step instructions of what you are going to do in order to draw these different pieces. And so here is our copy work for this. And now we're into World War I. Have a little bit of historical information, and then you go into the drawing. And so you are literally drawing and writing through history. So here's the Red Baron, which is great. This is very iconic for World War I, is the Red Baron. And then you have your cursive practice. Then the 1920s and 30s, Amelia Earhart and the Golden Gate Bridge opens. So now here we're going to be drawing Amelia Earhart. We're drawing a person, which is amazing to me that we can do this and enjoy it. And it turned out pretty well, actually. Then again, here's your copy work. Then you're into World War II. So we have the Sherman tank. Again, very iconic pieces of history for that era. Here's Winston Churchill, Mount Rushmore, and more of the copywork. Missionaries martyred in Ecuador. So now we get to draw animals. And again, copywork. So this is not replacing our history curriculum, but this is a great add-on for us for our history curriculum that we also get to incorporate art and our cursive practice, civil rights movement, and the race for space. Whoops. But she still does get the following directions because, as you can see, there are step-by-step directions, and I really like having something where you have to follow the directions because that is a skill that is definitely going to serve her well throughout her life, is to be able to follow directions. So this is the one that we are using right now. I have already purchased Creation Through Jonah simply because I found it on sale, and we are enjoying Inventions and Explorations so well that I thought that next year when we are doing our world history, that this would be a great add-on. It's something that I already know that she likes, and then she also is able to incorporate history into things that she doesn't like quite so well, with art and cursive practice. So here's drawing a plant. So again, this is a biblical worldview because we're talking about day 3 of creation. Noah's Ark. Then the giraffe on Noah's Ark. Here's the woolly mammoth. The pyramids. A mummy. The Sphinx. Then here's the Chinese start silk weaving with China's first zoo. Oh, I think she'll like the silkworm moth. And of course, a giant panda. Love pandas. Joseph, the Israelites into slavery, and Moses. Here are the frogs and locusts. So now we're into the plagues. My daughter does really love history, so anytime I can add things that she doesn't like with history is a good thing, and she is now enjoying the art part of the draw and write through history. So I do like to share resources for homeschool mamas on this channel, so if you are not subscribed, please do so.